Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited because I want to go ahead and talk Housewives, Beverly Hills, Potomac, and Atlanta. So listen, first things first, Boz went onto the radio earlier this morning and they asked her about Garcelle following her along with the other women from Beverly Hills because remember last season on to the reunion, Garcelle realized that she had put all her friend eggs in that one friend basket of Sutton Strack, and when she realized that Sutton Strack wasn't even having her back at that reunion, she left and quit and did not come back. And then she unfollowed Boz and all of the rest of the ladies. Okay. Well, now Boz is talking about it and she says she was disappointed in the situation. She don't really know why she got an unfollow, but she wishes her the best. And she still follows Garcelle because she's still interested to see what Garcelle got going on. Wow. What a class act.
You really did unfollow y'all.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a fan theory.
No.
Why?
You know, that's a really hard question. I wish I knew. I really do. Like, this not even like me being politically correct. Like, I wish I knew. I would like to actually work out whatever the challenges were that she was having on the show or with me personally, right? And you just don't have that option.
Fast forward.
And so if that's what she needed to do, then good for her. I mean, I still follow her. I'm still interested in what she's doing. I'm still cheering, but.
All right, so yeah, there were so many comments onto Twitter. Garcelle's fans are still going at it. I mean, y'all don't get tired talking about the same damn things. Like, y'all don't get tired defending the indefensible. I mean, I'm just saying, like a lot of y'all feel like, oh, why didn't you defend and support the only other black woman on the show? Like, putting this responsibility to defend and support the only other black woman onto the show on Boz, when I feel like the responsibility should be on Garcelle, as Garcelle has been on there for 4, 5, 6 seasons. She's been on there for a while. So I kind of feel like, as the veteran, I feel like it is up to Garcelle to have Boz's back, to support Boz, to, you know, kind of teach her the ropes and teach her the ways of the world. But no, we didn't see that happen. We saw Garcelle yell at Boz talking about stop being the Reese spokesperson. But you wanted a spokesperson at the reunion, right? When everybody was tagging your ass. So this whole like, oh, Boz is supposed to support the only other black woman on the show falls flat for me, especially when you take into account that Garcelle, did not support Anne-Marie nor Boz. The only black woman Garcelle supported on this show was Cherie, who was not a full-timer. And that was her friend that she brought on. I mean, I'm just saying, so I don't want to hear that. Then y'all say, oh, well, you know, Boz shaded Garcelle on to Watch What Happens Live with Erica Jane and what else they said? Let me see. Hold on. They said when they turn on you, Boz, you'll know exactly why Garcelle exited the way she did. They're going to turn on you too. And I'm sure they will. But I just don't understand like this allegiance that Boz is supposed to have toward Garcelle when Garcelle never showed the same allegiance. It's a two-way street, babe. And you as the veteran, the responsibility really is more so on you. Like, y'all treat Garcelle like a baby. She's a grown 50-year-old woman. 50 plus. I'm just saying. Okay, like that lady's not a baby. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Moving right along, let's go ahead and talk about Atlanta. Cynthia Bailey went on to her podcast, Humble Brag, which, might I add, is the best Housewives podcast of all time. Listen, she went on to Humble Brag with her best friend Crystal, and they talked about this upcoming season of Atlanta. She talked about how the newbies are getting into it, and there's some spicy, juicy drama happening. And sidebar, we did see videos of, you know, K. Michelle hanging out with the girls. We saw a clip where it was Drew Sidora and Pinky Cole having a very spirited, passionate conversation. Going back to Cynthia, she mentioned that one lady went after her. Yikes. How you gonna go after Cynthia, who's all love and light, and all she do was host the Bailey Bowl? Okay, or the Bailey Q. You know what I mean? Like, don't come for my sis. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. But when Crystal asked Cynthia, like, okay, well, who's in the mix the most? Like, who's the star of the season? Like, who does everything revolve around? And guess what she said?
Who's in the hot seat moment right now?
Ooh.
I'll say there's been a lot with Porsha.
Okay.
And that's all we need to hear. Y'all tried to destroy my sis. But yeah, she's back. She's better. And she's still the star of the show. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. What else? Are you guys excited for Atlanta? I'm excited. I hear some really fabulous things. I hear Angela has the fans. You know what I mean? House of Angie, I think it's called something like that. Which is real interesting, Angela. House of Angie or House of Angela, something like House of Angie. Remember we went up to her at the Regal Cinemas when they was doing filming for Drew Sidora's movie Run and whatnot. And we went up to her and she was like, I ain't got no issues, no problems with no bloggers. And then her daughter was like looking us up and down and it was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And she had the prototype of the fan in her hand. Anyways. House of Angie or Angie, whatever it's called. Okay, House of. All right. Cool. And then Kelli got a lot going on. And I hope they really dive into Kelli's life because I feel like last year we didn't really get too much except for the 16 bags and that narrative that she presented to us, about the marriage and divorce and whatnot. But I really need them to do a deep dive into the rent, the unpaid rent. I really need them to do a deep dive into the employee, the ex-employee that, just filed a lawsuit talking about unpaid wages. I think Kelli's people came back out and said that, yeah, we had issues with payroll, but we gave you your check and you didn't want, or we offered you your check and you didn't want to pick it up. You refused to get the check. And so now you want to sue conveniently now that your ex-employer is on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then we also had a situation with the HOA chairman, the HOA president. Allegedly, apparently, Kelli, one of her cars was parked in a fire lane, or her daughter's car was parked in a fire lane. I'm assuming the HOA president, called the towman services. They put a boot on the car, and Kelli saw that and was hot and bothered. And so she stormed the patio of the HOA president and started talking her big talk. And then allegedly, apparently, the HOA president slapped the shit out of Kelli. And I feel like at that particular point in time, is that self-defense since you did, what is it called when you trespass? Yeah, you did trespass on someone's property. So at the end of the day, if she decides to slap you, like, could that be considered self-defense? I don't know. But yeah, we need to do a deep dive into that. Yeah. We also need to do a deep dive into Porsha's Nigerian boyfriend. Simon really feels like he's doing something by revoking her residency. He's no longer going to be a sponsor for her Nigerian residency or whatever. But Porsha went online and said, I'm a U.S. citizen. I can go anywhere I want to, sis. And I'm sure she does not have an issue finding a sponsor for her Nigerian residency, as it's been rumored that allegedly she's been messing with this Nigerian man for a second now. Allegedly. She love her an African man. I mean, yeah. So y'all let me know. Kelli does too. Allegedly. All right, moving right along. Real Housewives of Potomac premieres this upcoming Sunday, and we have a new feud: Kiana versus Dr. Wendy. To you, sweetie. Y'all, what's crazy about the situation is I can actually hear Kiana. Like, she used to have the braces and stuff like that. Now she don't have the braces, and like, I can hear everything she's saying.
You hit an immediate speed bump with Wendy. You come in on the speed bump. Where does that go? Are you and Wendy okay? Do you work through it?
You know what? Me and Wendy are coexisting, and I think that is the work through.
How do you feel about landing in a coexisting place when you used to be in a friendship place?
I mean, I think it's unfortunate, but it happens. All relationships, sometimes they take their ups, they take their downs, but I think ultimately, real friends know how to circle the block, and friends who are never really meant to be friends, sometimes they don't get to circle the block.
Okay, that last part, I didn't know what she said, but okay, this is what Wendy had to say. Wendy basically says Kiana, you have no storyline. You have nothing else going on besides hanging on to this relationship with the social worker. And so you need to pick on me. I'm your target because you feel like that's going to get you to a season 3.
Any salvaging that friendship, or is it where it is?
Well, you know, unfortunately, sometimes people want to have a one-sided beef with you, and they want to put on for the cameras for whatever reason. And it's unfortunate because I really liked her. And just to feel as though I'm being used as a talking point is disheartening. But when you don't have a lot going on, you got to do what you got to do.
We do.
When you don't have a lot going on, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, in the first episode, there's a scene where Kiana confronts Wendy about like not mentioning that she was going to be a speaker, that Wendy was going to be a speaker at this event that Kiana was sponsoring. So that was an issue for Kiana. And at that same event, Wendy was speaking on stage and Kiana felt a ways because Wendy didn't take the time out to wave at her. Yeah. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.